a tip.
They're not bad.
No.
You get paid about the same amount of money. There's just no party. It's fine.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, we're not bitter at all. It's great. I have two number twos.
Do you have two number twos?
Yeah.
Do you have any number twos? He only has ones. That asshole.
It's a real jerk move.
Well, actually, I don't. Depends on how the rest of the night goes. Number two. Go ahead, Jimmy. Your turn.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna play a song. I wrote this. This was actually the very first song I wrote when I moved to Nashville. I realized after playing last night we didn't tell you guys very much about us. That was pointed out to me. We were just strangers singing songs. But so when I was younger, I actually dropped out of high school and went on tour in a rock band when I was 14. I was the youngest person on a tour called Warped Tour when I was little. And then made my way to New York and was on Universal Motown Records and sold dozens of albums. They could not keep them off the one shelf.
Didn't you go frankincense or myrrh? It was frankincense, wasn't it?
Oh, I get what you're doing.
Yeah, that was a joke.
I
Anyway,
don't
keep
get
going.
it at all. Does
That was-
anyone?
He was trying to do like the platinum thing. You should have said plywood or something.
Oh, plywood's better,
Yeah.
but it's not a metal. Keep going. I digress.
Prove it. But so I did that, and they introduced me when I signed to Motown to a bunch of writers to start writing for that record. And I had never done that before, write with anybody else. And I actually asked out of my record deal to go try to write for other people, because that was what I wanted to do. I just didn't know it was a job. But so this was actually pretty much the first song I wrote when I moved to Nashville, and made its way to Keith Urban, who recorded it and never released it, which is cool. But it changed a lot of things for me. It got to Keith, and he didn't put it out, but he signed me to my first deal when I was younger. And then this eventually made its way to David Nail, and was a #1 song for him. This is called Whatever She's Got. She's a little complicated, makes her mind just to change it. The kind of girl that keeps you waiting around. She likes to get her toes done by red, always reapplying lipstick on the muddy riverbank. She's a first in and the last out. She got something I can't figure out, everybody's talking about. She got them blue jeans painted on tight, everybody wants on Saturday night. Got the mood ring that was saying she's 31 minute, then she poured down ready to show. Do whatever she wants to when she moves, every jaw gon' drop and I do, but I don't want her to stop. I want whatever she's got. Yeah, I want whatever she's got. So read your mind before you thought it. So what you thought your plan was, park it, just to figure out where your heart is. She'll twist it up, she'll have you spending every weekend and every penny you've been keeping, just to figure out what she's thinking when you're thinking it's love. Yeah, she got the blue jeans painted on tight, everybody wants on Saturday night. Got the mood ring, never the same. She's 31 minute and she pour it down ready to chill. Do whatever she wants to when she moves, every jaw gon' drop and I do, but I don't want her to stop. I want whatever she's got. I want whatever she's got. She'll get you hanging on the ledge, on the edge of a kiss, and all you ever wanna do is this. Cause she got them blue jeans painted on tight, everybody wants on Saturday night. Got the mood ring, that be the same, and I want. She got them blue jeans painted on tight, everybody wants on Saturday night. Got the mood ring, that be the same. She's 31 minute and she pour it down ready to chill. Do whatever she wants to when she moves, every jaw gon' drop and I do, but I don't want her to stop. I want whatever she's got. I I want whatever she's got. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, Dave.
I mean, that's a pretty impressive start to a career. First song
My
you
first
write.
song I ever wrote, yeah.
There's about 10 years of sleeping in parking lots before that.
Mm.
You
Oh, that
earn
took a
it.
left-hand
You
turn.
earn
I
it no
wasn't ready
matter
for
how
that.
you slice it.
I wasn't ready for that left-hand turn.
Yeah.
But I'm there. I'm with you.
No, there was no turning. We were parked.
We were parked. That would be just in a circle. Just a rope on the wheel. So this is a song that I wrote that I didn't record. I had a write set up with a guy named Julian and a guy named Thomas Rhett. And Thomas was I didn't know Julian. He had produced a lot of the One Direction stuff. Y'all may know that band, a small band. But so I knew who he was. But I got there and I had assumed Thomas was just running late, and so Julie and I are talking, and as we're talking, and I didn't know him at all, he looks at his phone, he's like, oh man, looks like Thomas is not going to make it. And we both had that moment that a lot of co-writes do, where you sort of like, I don't know him, he doesn't know me, and the guy that we both knew isn't coming, and so we were kind of like, I mean, should I go? You should go. No, it's your place. We'll both go. I'll go. You go. I'll stay. I can have the house? No. Okay. I love it. And so he was like,
he lives with you.
well, yeah, it's not in my house. No, he said, well, let's just write something, you know, and so we wrote this song, and thankfully later, that day, actually, Thomas texted me and was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys wrote this. So sorry I couldn't be there. And then I was like, I'm not. More for me. And so thankfully he did record this, and Maren, our good friend Maren Moore, sang on this with him. And she was going to be here, but she couldn't be here tonight last minute. So I'll just sing it. Anyway.
It's not true.
It's not true. But
Just kidding, she's here.
Get out of here. She is? Oh, she's not here. No, she's not. She didn't make it. She didn't. She is. No, she is. No. Okay, I can't
She's not
see.
here.
Looks like she
Guys,
didn't make it. Okay,
she's
yeah.
not here.
Anyway. No, okay, yeah, it's solid no. Okay, yeah, I can't tell. It looks like, anyway. This is one of these jokes that I think is funny with my wife, and she's like, please just tell me you're going to order. I'm like, did you get the bit where I'm looking over? And she's like, I'm so hungry. Please order something. So anyway, this is a song called Craving You.
Every time we have to say goodbye, I'm counting down until we say hello. Every touch is like the strongest drug. I don't know how much longer I can go. Never had something that I can't walk away from. Girl, my self-control so paralyzed. When it comes to you, oh, I ain't got no patience. Something about you I just can't fight. You're like that cigarette, I'm burning through. No matter how much I get, I'm always craving that breathing when we kiss. Way your body moves. No matter how much I get, always craving you. Craving you. All the in-between is killing me. You know I come undone, missing you. Sunset eyes, you don't have to try, 'cause you know exactly what to do. Never had something that I can't walk away from. Girl, my self-control so paralyzed. When it comes to you, oh, I ain't got no patience. Something about you just can't fight. You're like that cigarette, shot 100 proof. No matter how much I give, I'm always craving that feeling when we kiss. Feel your body move. No matter how much I give, I'm always craving you. Craving you. Craving you. Craving you. Every time we have to say goodbye, going down until we say hello. Every touch is like the strongest drip. Don't know how much longer can go. You're like that cigarette, shot 100 proof. No matter how much I get, I'm always craving that feeling when we kiss. With your body moves. No matter how much I get, I'm always craving you. Craving you. Craving you. Craving you.
Thank you.
Well, I think this is going to be the Marin moment, because I'm going to do a Marin song, and then
So is she here?
you might. Is she here? She's not here. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, she's not here. But we're here, and we write a lot of songs for her, so that's exciting. I'm going to do another Marin song. This is one of my favorites. I write a lot for Marin. We've been writing for a long, long time, and this song we wrote back in the Hero days. So her first record's called Hero, and this song just missed the cut. So like they just closed down the record, and we wrote the song. We're like, oh dang, so great. And it hung on long enough to get cut on her second record. So her record Girl, the song is on it. And it's absolutely one of my favorite songs. It's really weird when you write a song where you feel like it's about you. Like a lot of the times as a songwriter, you're just helping an artist figure out what they want to say. But when you can hear yourself in the song, it feels extra special. So this song is called Hell and Back. It's on her second record, Girl. Hey, girl. Smoke was coming off my jacket, and you didn't seem to mind. I left a long trail of ashes, and you said I like your style. Now heartbreak ain't a competition, but I took it in a landslide. The skeletons I wanted to bury, you liked out in the light. You didn't save me, you didn't think I needed saving. You didn't change me, you didn't think I needed changing. My wings are breaking, what's left of my halo's black. But lucky for me, your kind of heavens been to hell and back. Hell and back. Now I wonder how you treasure what anyone would call a flaw. You say a pearl without the pressure wouldn't be a pearl at all. When my demons come calling, you don't even bat an eye. You don't. That's not the right lyrics. Okay. My demons come calling. Thanks, guys. You don't even bat an eye. I don't scare you, and I guess that's why you didn't save me. You didn't think I needed saving. You didn't change me. You didn't think I needed Lucky for me, you're kind of heaven's been to hell and back. Hell and back. Smoke was coming off my jacket. I left a long trail of ashes. You didn't save me. You didn't think I needed saving. You didn't change me. You didn't think I needed changing. My wings are frayed, and what's left of my halo's black. But lucky for me, you're kind of heaven's been to hell and back. Lucky for me, you're kind of heaven's been to hell and back. Hell and back. Hell and back.
Thank you.
I love that song. That's probably my favorite Marin song that I didn't write. Well, I'm gonna stay in the Marin Morris world. I'm gonna play a song. Oh wait, hang on. Nope, she's
She's not here. It's
Still not here.
they're
Still not here.
fucking with you.
Oh,
She's
she
not
did it.
here.
She
I
said the F
Oh
word.
God, I did it again.
You're gonna be apologizing to children again
I
tonight.
can't see them now. At least it's too dark.
If I can't see them, they're not there.
They're not there.
That's how I feel about my problems.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna play a song. I wrote this with Laura and Marin Morris, and we wrote this a couple of years ago at the tail end of Marin's writing for that first album, and it was one of those weird days. Like Laura got a speeding ticket.
No, not cool at
Public
all. I just my
intoxication.
tags were expired.
Oh, expired tags.
Way cooler if I had, was speeding. That would.
But she got pulled over on the way. She was thrilled about it. Marin and I were both grumpy. One of the two of us was hungover. I'm not sure which.
It was
Hard
grumpy.
to say.
It was a grumpy day.
But so we tried to write for a little while, and nothing was happening. And my old studio was in a part of town where there was a bar right behind it called Losers, and that felt right. And like sometimes you just have to trust your heart, you know. You have to listen to that little voice that's like, do that.
Are you a loser? Yes. Let's go.
Yeah. I was a loser in the company of losers.
We were all losers.
So we went there, and we just, like professionals, started drinking at noon. And we were just talking to Marin, and we were like, well, what do you need for your record? And she said, well, I could use a love song. And we were like, well, let's do that. And so we started talking about it and actually wrote a bulk of the words to this song at the bar at Losers. And then walked and or stumbled back to the studio and recorded it. And this ended up being Marin's first #1 song. So that was awesome to be a part of. It was Grammy nominated, which means it didn't win. And this song actually went #1 the day my daughter was born, which is pretty amazing. Right? Like, kids are born all the time, but #1 songs do not happen.
That's some perspective, guys. Perspective.
It's a great
Perspective.
joke. It's a sad but great joke.
No, she's amazing. If you need me to, I'll show you guys a ton of pictures of her right now.
Wait, of Marin?
Hey, Marin.
She's not here.
No, but this song is called I Could Use a Love Song. And normally, when Laura and I play together, she plays it. I've never played this in front
I'm
of you.
so excited. I'm excited to hear it. I'm gonna sing the harmonies.
It sounds better when she does it.
No.
This is called I Could Use a Love Song. Usually a drink will do the trick. Take the edge off quick, sitting in the dark with a shared cigarette. Seeing eye to eye and a heart to heart. Maybe I'm just getting old. It used to work, but now it don't. A long gone drive. You know the kind where you take a turn and you don't know cleared your mind, a surefire cure. I need something stronger that'll last a little longer. I could use a love song that takes me back just like that when it comes on, to a time when I would roll my eyes at a guy and a girl who make it work in a world for me so far. It just seems to go so wrong. Yeah, I could use a love song. I wish I didn't know so much. I peeked behind the curtain now. That magic rush is like a trick that isn't working, but I haven't lost all hope yet. Now it's hurting, but it ain't dead. I could use a love song that takes me back just like that when it comes on, to a time when I would roll my eyes at a guy and a girl who make it work in a world that for me so far just seems to go so wrong. Yeah, I could use a love song. Just give me a sign or a rhyme or a reason, just something that I can believe in. 'Cause I could use a love song that takes me back just like that when it comes on, to a time when I would roll my eyes at a guy and a girl who make it work in a world that for me so far seems to go so wrong. Yeah, I could use a love song.
Thank you.
I love that. It's beautiful.
Oh, I know those kind of giggles. Somebody's enjoying that vino down there, aren't they?
I'm enjoying my coffee, wine, water combo. It's
Coffee,
great.
wine.
Perk it up, take it down, hydrate.
Dehydrate, hydrate, dehydrate,
I'm doing the
hydrate.
best I can.
So this is speaking of love songs, this is another love song. But the trick of this one is I wrote this actually before I met my wife, and this was not written to anyone in particular, except that I think I was maybe watching You Got Mail and paused it when Meg Ryan was on the screen. But I wrote this it was more of a wistful thinking love song than it was an actual I didn't know what love was, but I wanted someone to show me. And so I wrote this.
No.
Yes.
I want to sing it.
And
I want to
no, don't do it. And
You did that to yourself.
I did that. That was my fault. That was a
That's everyone
boomerang.
here.
Yeah, and everyone
Should be
here.
ashamed of yourself.
I wrote this song, and like I said before I got married, then I met my wife, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I was right. That's amazing. I just guessed, but I was right. And so I was playing this song at a show in LA, in Lower Alabama, and it was at this gotcha. And I was, it is good. Thank you for that. And your hands are cold. Your hands are freezing. And so don't do that. I just peed a little bit. And so okay, focus, Dave. This is where you have to focus. Okay, so I'm playing this show in LA, and this sweet grandmother, it was this church event thing, and so I talked about my wife during the show because I love her and she's awesome. And I talk about her a lot. So I talked about her. Then I played this song, but I failed to mention that I didn't write this song for her. So the sweet older woman walks up to me after the show back at the merch booth where like CDs and shirts, which CDs are these things, they're really cool. They're circles and they have like a little inner circle. But I was back there and she walks up and she says, "Young man," and she puts her little hand on my arm and I was like, "Oh," and she said, "I just loved that one sweet song. That was a love song." And I said, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." She said, "Now, did you write that for your wife?" And I was in a church. I shouldn't lie anyway, but I was in a church, so I really shouldn't lie. And so I said, "Well, you know, no, ma'am, I didn't." And before I could say that was before I met her, she goes, "Oh," she slaps my arm, she goes, "Scandalous," and just scurries off into the crowd. Completely disappears. And I was like, no. And so she's gone. Maybe gone by now, honestly, but real gone. But and so I was like, oh my gosh. And so I felt so bad because I knew it was going to happen. I knew that like the next morning she would go to her like Bible study accountability group at like 4:45 a.m. at McDonald's. And she'd be like, "No, ladies, I'm sorry to interrupt. But do you remember that really, really handsome boy that sang last night?" And they'd say, "Well, of course we do. We all bought his shirts." And she'd say, "Well, we need to pray for him because he's got wandering eyes." And we all know that wandering eyes lead to wandering thighs. Amen. Okay.
Oh my God.
So, this is that song that really has nothing to do much with what I just told you, but when does it ever? So this is a sweet little song called "Nothing Fancy." There's nothing fancy about the way I love you. There's nothing you could not find in any other man. There's nothing fancy about the way I love you. But I love you as hard as I can. There's no good reason for the way you love me, but you're my walking dream come true. There's no good reason for the way you love me, but I thank God that you do. Perfect conversation. I don't know the way to turn ahead. I don't know the perfect way to prove my love, but I know I love you till I'm dead. There's nothing fancy about the way I love you. As simple as the stars in the sky or the blue in the sea. There's nothing fancy about the way I love you, but it sure is fancy how you love me. Thank you.
was really nice of him to write that about me.
Scandalous.
Very honest.
Scandal.
I'm gonna do my favorite love song too. Yeah. Right? Because love's great. Okay. No, but it is, right? Is anyone really like, okay. Look, you're probably sitting right next to your like loved one, but like, are you really in love? Like, show of hands.
Oh, God. Oh.
Like, it's everything, dude. It like lights
Sarah,
everything
you saw that I raised
up.
my hand,
It
right?
never
Cool,
fails.
Cool.
I used to ask that in my shows, and it never failed. I'd catch the one couple where the guy's like just not fast enough, and the girl's like,
Yeah.
you know.
I could see that happening. I am really in love, like a lot. I know it's because it's not in tune.
Oh, I thought you were trying to.
Yeah, no, I have to, this song means a lot, and if it's out of tune, I'm gonna hate it, basically. Anyway, being in love is so great, and who had a first marriage? Show of hands? Right? You didn't have a first marriage, no. Everyone has like a firstie, right? No, not everyone, but I did. But then you have like the one where you're like, oh shit, that's what it was. Anyway, a training wheel marriage. It's no big deal.
Our training wheels on.
And we're still good friends. He's great. He just wasn't my one. And then when you find the one, you're like, oh, that's what they were writing all the books and doing with the movies and the songs.
That's what Jaws was about.
God, you are so fast. Oh my God. Anyway, I love this song. Kane Brown cut this song. It's the last song on his current record. I'm not gonna lie to you, it'll probably get recorded again because he's not gonna single it. So I'm gonna try and get it recorded by another person, and it'll have a whole new life. I love this song though. This is like one of my favorite songs, and I wrote it in one of those times where I was really just like, this is for me. Like today, I want to write for me. You know, not for me as an artist, but just for me as a human. And it's just really what I was feeling. I'm very in love, and I'm very grateful. I have a wonderful husband, and he rules. And yeah, we went for that monster hike today. We went to the Emerald Lake thing. Holy shit, y'all!
Kids.
I was
Earmuffs.
so exhausted. You're headed down. Who's done it? Who's done it? Lots of people. Okay, you're headed down. You're like, oh my God, killed it. And then it keeps going. It never ends. On the way down, you're like, when did this begin? Like the trek down, I texted them. I was like, I'll be down for dinner in 10 minutes. And it was literally an hour before. Yeah, I had it all wrong. Anyway, we did that hike today, and we talked about love. Anyway, this is a love song. Here we go. It's called Live Forever. Life was just breathing in and out, like a movie with the sound turned down. I did that wrong. Life was just breathing in and out. I started over. Here we go. Like a movie with the sound turned down. It felt nothing like I feel right now. You said hello and set the room on fire, like Technicolor in a jet black night. Suddenly the sky's never been so clear. Hey, what you doing in 1,000 years? If life is just waking up to another day of looking at you, if all we get is just to be together, it makes me wanna live forever. You make me wanna live forever. You tell yourself that you'll never grow old till you find the hand you were meant to hold. Now I never wanna see you one last time. I never wanna know a kiss goodbye. If life is just waking up to another day of looking at you. If all we get is just to be together, it makes me wanna live forever. You make me wanna live forever. If life is just more of the same, making you smile, saying your name. If all we get is just to be together, it makes me wanna live forever. If life is just waking up to another day of looking at you. If all we